don't have a FiT. Hey, I'm Ray of Sunshine. I'm delighted that you're here with me today. A lot of times, that's what happens in our life. A lot of times, what we got going on just doesn't fit. I'm floating around. So that's our quest. That's our mission. Showing you the section of the pond where I come often to figure out how we fit. And I'm just here to nudge along a little bit to discover the uniqueness of you. Figuring out how I managed to fit and giving you some ideas on showing you how I managed to fit in. Give you some ideas. Fun ways to fit. And I'm enjoying spending a little time with you. You're brand new. I hope you stick around for a while. Please don't leave me. And if you're returning, then you're aware that I try lots of different things. That's what my program is based on. Doing something different to discover something different. Doing something different to make a difference. So right now I'm floating around in this area of a pond where I sprinkled the ashes of my husband several years ago, and I did it because in this particular area, as you can kind of see up behind me, it looks sort of a pyramid motif going on, and I'm big on motifs. If you've been with me before, you know that motifs play a big role in my presentation. But I do that, it's a progression to see what fits, and I try lots of different things. So that's what you'll discover if you go back to some of my earlier videos, and you'll see the progression. It's the same thing as we all do every day. We go through this process to figure out what fits. So my husband Sid and I used to come to this park, what feels right, what feels good, a lot, and we enjoyed it. And so he's very comfortable here, and I figured this is where he fits in. Darkness. I'm Ray of Sunshine. I'm ecstatic that you're here with me to talk about darkness. Weather permitting, I'm out here floating around every day. So I visit often. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, I knew this was going to happen. Wait a minute. I said, oh boy, I better get over there quick. I better get over there quick. And wait a minute to do this recording because the sun's going to be coming over the trees, and that's what's going to happen. And you can see that's what happened. Think about that. Hey, speaking of light, did somebody have the bright idea of sending you this video? And well, there's enough illumination for everyone. Oops. The reason that happened is because I made it happen. Video, let's make happy happen. Well, I said, I better start recording, otherwise that sun's going to come over the trees. And it's going to create a glare. Wait a minute. And the recording's not going to work out. Well, you saw what happened, right? So, well, that's how that works. So, the progression. So, that's what the unfolding video presentation represents. The blossoming works. And that's what I'm here for. Just to nudge. So that you can find the uniqueness of you. It's playtime. It's playtime. Create you. Create you. When you look at it that way, it's easier to choose to focus on something different. And the focus... Wait a minute. Oh, I knew this was going to happen. Wait a minute. Could be on finding that which contributes toward happiness, rather than focusing on what's right in front of you. Because there's no such thing as too much happy. So why not do things to contribute toward it? What is that? So I pyramid, don't have a FiT. I found another pyramid. You can see it. You have to look real quick because I'm floating away, and I'm about to be floating into the sun too. But I just wanted to show you. I wasn't even looking for pyramids today, but when I got the idea of talking about, my entire video series shows a progression. A progression of us as a civilization, us as a species, in developing. My program is a metaphor for how we right now we're in the process of getting over the hump. So I'm developing an entirely new format here. The fun, just like in life and how we look, is developing an entirely new format with your life and moving into in the process. what some people refer to as New World energy. It's a different consciousness, a different awareness. And that's the kind of stuff that I talk about on my channel at How We Fit In. I was thinking about how it was a perfect fit for Sid to have his ashes sprinkled in the Egyptian section of the pond, because that's where the pyramids were. I didn't even realize there were all these other pyramids, but see all the pyramids I found. And I'm really glad that you're sticking around. Make sure you pop in every once in a while so that we're all together on the same page. If you take off, it blows my whole plan. What's going on right now is between the last clip and this clip, I went out to get a new do, so they modeled that for you. Yeah, so that's what goes on in all of my videos, right? Amazing, fun things. And I went to pick up my new kimono, which has birds on it, so I'll model that for you as well. So I drifted off. Hope you can see it okay on there. And I had this for a few months now, but I haven't used it. I was waiting for the right occasion, and this is the perfect occasion. Flying high. Drifted off now to another area where, before the sun gets here, I found this little baby. Hey, so I wanted to show you what I was doing earlier at my sister's house, because I got a brand new computer, and I was trying to train the voice recorder, the one that, goes from speech to text, or yeah, I guess that's what it's called, speech to text. I was teaching it to understand me better, so right behind me. And that was the other reason why this was a perfect fit for Sid, to show a progression. And the progression doesn't indicate going backwards, right? Progression means moving forward, elevating, rising. So this, and mind you, I was doing this over and over several times, but this is what I looked like. Check it out. And mind you, learning, loving, living. And as it turns out, it never did catch on to my voice. So that was a dead-end expedition. And things, just always trying to progress. Let me tell you about the magic touch, because I used this in my advertising at one time for Sid's ashes, because he loved everything Egypt and Egyptian. And the premise of the whole ad was, if I could have anybody hovering over me at this massage table. Look at. Wait a minute. Well, I didn't think it was going to happen so quick. What is that? We're coming together on the same page to talk about flying high, about being the best you that you can be. The reason being the you. I give it everything I got. Oh, that's pretty good, right? Percent. Yeah, he loved everything Egyptian. In fact, if you've been to my studio, and that's the same thing in all my Ray of Sunshine videos. I have a free tour of my studio in videos number 1 and 2. You're comfortable with. I show a lot of the Egyptian artifacts. Well, maybe not so many in that, but anyway, I give you a tour of my whole sanctuary over there. Discovering the uniqueness of you. Being the you that you're at home. That's what my program is all about. So I have lots of stories too about Sid. Sid passed away in 2015, but we were together for 17 years, and we did a lot of amazing fun things. They're different, and they're all different. And this one here, what is this one going to say? Magic. This one's going to say magic touch. You probably already know that, right? Since it says magic touch. So suppose you looked at my page and you're going to see the fluffy white clouds made into a heart, and you're going to see the red bird, the red messenger bird that represents me. Somebody might have done, by the way. Somebody probably did you a favor in sending you this video. Return the favor to someone else. Give somebody else the chance to discover different with a miracle message for you, by the way. Suppose you looked at a whole page full of those, and they all said magic touch. And suppose every one of them that you opened up said, magic touch, I'm going to tell you about magic touch, right? I'm Ray of Sunshine. Suppose every one was this video,
That would be a little boring, would it
I'm
not?
serious. When I talk about us all coming together on the same page, all.
In a gentle way, you can shake the world.
Hey, did somebody send you this video on a silver platter? Think about that. Hey,
It doesn't show in the movie. And outside of the Emerald City is...
think about that. Somebody send you this video on a silver platter? That's all it takes.
With homelessness, hunger, and despair.
Think about that.
The thing about the Emerald City is that the goings on outside of Emerald City are conditions that people somehow think are just the way it is.
So that means you're going to do your part. You're going to do your share too.
Homelessness, there's hunger in the world, and we'll do our part, especially, like Christmas will come along and we'll give somebody a meal and that sort of thing. Doesn't really amount to too much.
That's all it takes.
But, we don't really feel that
share this video.
We can really do anything substantial to make that change. And I'm here to tell you that's not true. I want to talk more about
Think about that.
Creating the world of our dreams. The new world.